morning everyone, I'm Amos,
And I'm Jesstine.
and today we'll be shedding some light on social media.
Before we begin, we'd like to ask everyone here about how you define social media. Is social media beneficial or detrimental to you? So just take a moment to think. For those of you who think social media is detrimental, do hold your thoughts as we'll be addressing them later on. To begin, we usually associate social media with youth. Let us first illustrate to you how the different generations today use their phones. So first we have a typical teenage boy, Amos, using his phone. And then we have his father using his phone. And then we have his grandfather trying to use his phone.
Boy, 你今天回来吃饭啊?
Similar to how the different generations use our phones today, social media has since evolved from its very first form. Did you know that forums are our very first form of social media? The Singapore government used forums such as news groups and bulletin boards to reach out to citizens and gather feedback. And these bulletin boards, as you can see, are very complicated as compared to the interfaces we use today. Forums, even though forums still today are still a platform for people to express their opinions, youth and millennials in today's society have since integrated forums into the social media that we use now. From forums, they developed to become chat and communication channels. Not sure if you recognize these logos, such as MSN, emails, Friendster, and MySpace, before moving on to become photo and information sharing channels, such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and a plethora of others. These photo and information sharing channels have since become agents of social change. And you may wonder, how do social media bring about social change? Well, one way is through the smartphone. Our local newspaper media, such as Straits Times, Chinese Asia, and Today, have since taken to Twitter and Telegram to reach out to bring current affairs to younger audiences. Through ways of humor, such as the Straits Times weather update tweets, youths are more inclined to follow the news and thus increasing our social awareness. With this social awareness, we are more likely to support social justice and identify stereotypes more actively than before. Take Pink Dot Singapore, for example. This increasingly popular movement has been using social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to reach out to younger audiences. Pink Dot advocates for the freedom to love between the LGBT community in Singapore. And to do that, they collaborate with popular local celebrities such as athletes, actors, and singers to increase emotional connection and credibility as they become ambassadors of the movement. In their most recent campaign, Pink Dot mobilized its social media followers to promote the hashtag #ReadyForRepeal in support of the repeal of Section 377A of our Penal Code. Does anyone of you know about the Section 377A of the Penal Code? So this section basically prohibits any section in the course between male consenting homosexual adults. And the movement has since amassed 37,000 petition signatures and are still continuing to support this movement up till now. With this, you may be wondering, is social media only for the younger generation? Well, we are here to prove you wrong. Amos will now take over to shed light on how social media can benefit our baby boomer generation as well.
Thank you, Jessie. Referring back to our point, social media has been used as a platform through which people can bond over a shared movement. In the same vein, social media can also be used to connect to our elderly generation, to bridge the generation divide. There's just one, or should I say two questions you can ask. But why? Why do we need to even bother connecting? Why do we even need to bother with the elderly generation? They are our grandparents. Isn't that already presumed? And secondly, why social media? Of all the platforms we can use, why social media? Isn't it the one that usually divides us from the elderly generation? Well, to answer that question, we can simply ask ourselves, do we love our grandparents? Do we care for them? Do we want to make sure that they don't feel alone? In Singapore, the aging population is one of the biggest issues that Singapore is facing right now. Countless articles about how the government is dealing with the aging issue. But what isn't such common knowledge, you can argue, is the number of people who live alone, as shown by statistic. In 2016, the number of elderly people living alone was 47,000. By 2030, the number will rise to 83,000. Humans are social creatures. Not only do we crave and desire social connectedness and community, we need it. Unsurprisingly, 1 out of 5 elderlies who reside alone suffer from depression. And along with that depression comes a whole host of other mental illnesses and side effects such as mood swings, anxiety, and dementia. Unsurprisingly, you will expect that with this increase and this high proportion of elderlies who suffer from these mental illnesses, there is also an increase in the number of suicides for elderlies aged 65 and above. In 2017, that number peaked at 129. Just imagine 10 classrooms worth of FAS 1102 elderlies killing themselves because they felt so deprived of social connectedness. They felt so alone that they felt that taking their own life was the only way out. With that in mind, you may ask, why do we then use social media? Very simple. Studies have actually shown that social media helps to maintain our brain functioning, which thereby helps to delay the onset of mental illnesses such as Alzheimer's or dementia, typically linked to aging. These protect our mental health. Beyond that, other studies have also shown that by expanding their social circle, the elderly are able to garner more support from their friends, they feel less alone, less depressed, have improved well-being, and generally are more satisfied with their way of life. Now more than ever, we need to use the resources we have on hand to help the elderly generation, to connect to them and to show that we love them. You may ask, how? How are we supposed to do this? Thankfully, some have already shown the way. Don't Forget Me is a Channel News Asia initiative, a social experiment if you will, dedicated to helping the elderly generation reconnect with the community and reconnect with their families. This was pioneered by 2 Instagram photographers, Yais and Yafiq Usman, who use Instagram for this very effect. Take Mr. Cedric Montero, a former sprinter in the 50s. Watch how the 2 photographers help use Instagram to elevate his relationships to a personal level. By bringing him back to the track and reigniting his passion in running, taking photos of what he wants to do or what he is passionate about, that passion is then translated to his relationships towards his granddaughter. We've seen that there's more to her grandfather than just being her grandfather. There's a personality and there's a story behind it all. And she is finding out he's actually quite cute. Now, while we have shown that social media can be a revolutionary tool for the elderly generation to help bridge the gap, there are always 2 sides to every coin. At the beginning, Jesstine asked you a simple question. Does social media help or harm us? And obviously, there's no denying that we're seeing the effects of cyberbullying, one of the most prominent examples of social media abuse. Singapore is rampant with such cases. While that may be the case, some people have actually provided remedies, although not very sensible and a little bit illogical. But we have a remedy that works, and that remedy is media literacy, which I'll let Jesstine present to you about.
Thank you, Amos. So now we have come up with a short and creative way to exercise media literacy when using our social media platforms. It's called Think Fast. So firstly, feel for others. Think before you post anything online whether it will harm someone else's feelings. And secondly, act with dignity. Do not post anything online that will harm your reputation. This will help protect you in the future in terms of job applications and future employment opportunities. Thirdly, support sensibly. Voice your opinions on controversial issues online with tact and maturity. And lastly, take care. Similar to caring for our health, we also have to take caution of what we digest on the internet. Be careful of fake news and information, and always check for provenance when reading up on facts. In this short presentation, we have conveyed to you three main things. Social media is a platform for social change. Social media's ability to connect the different generations and alleviate loneliness in the elderly, as well as exercising media literacy when using our various social media platforms. So to end off, we have a short poem,
Something handcrafted.
especially for you.
Roses are red.
Violence are blue.
Social media is good.
So tell your grandparents too. Here are our references and video credits. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any questions?
If there are no further questions, thank you very much.